the vast and intricate tapestry of human history, moments arise when voices from beyond our understanding break through the veil, calling us to awareness, action, and spiritual renewal. Such is the case of Mirjana, the visionary of Medjugorje, who has been entrusted with messages of profound urgency, warning, and hope from the Blessed Virgin Mary. Her testimony resounds with a call to prayer, a plea for peace, and a warning of the grave dangers that loom over humanity. As the world teeters on the brink of crisis, we must heed the words imparted to Mirjana, for they bear divine significance in our times of uncertainty and division. In an age where power is sought with reckless ambition, where nations stand at the precipice of war, and where fear clouds the hearts of men, the call of the Virgin Mary through Mirjana comes as a beacon of light. It is not merely a message of warning, but an invitation to turn to God, to embrace the power of prayer, and to fight against the darkness through faith and unity. We must listen, we must act, we must prepare. Mirjana, blessed with visions of the Queen of Heaven, has long been the bearer of divine messages. Each word, each revelation, carries the weight of eternity. One such message, delivered in the midst of growing global tensions, has captured the hearts and minds of millions. The Virgin Mary, with sorrow in her heart, has spoken of an imminent crisis, one that hinges on the actions of two powerful leaders, one from the East, the other from Europe. Their unchecked ambition, their thirst for dominion, and their disregard for the sacredness of peace place the world on the verge of catastrophe. A chilling warning emerges from this divine communication. If the path of peace is not pursued, if the hearts of these leaders remain hardened, the world will witness devastation on an unimaginable scale. The Virgin Mary has revealed that the fate of many lies in the balance, dependent on whether these leaders choose destruction or reconciliation. But the message does not end with doom. It extends an urgent call to the faithful. Pray. Pray with all your heart. Pray as if the fate of the world depends on it, because it does. The Blessed Mother does not deliver messages of despair. She delivers messages of hope intertwined with responsibility. This is a moment of decision for humanity. Do we allow the shadows to consume us, or do we stand firm in the light of Christ? The message to Mirjana does not identify these two leaders by name, but their characteristics paint a clear portrait of their ambitions and influence. The first, a ruler from Asia, is a figure known for his unrelenting grip on power. His reign is marked by aggression, his strategies calculated with cold precision. He sees not the people he governs, but the empire he desires. To him, domination is the ultimate goal, and his eyes are set upon the nations that dare resist his will. The second, a leader from Eastern Europe, stands equally resolute in his vision. He claims to act in defense of his nation, yet his actions betray a deeper hunger for control. He sees the world not as a place of cooperation, but as a battlefield where might determines destiny. His decisions have already shaken the foundations of peace, and his next moves could plunge the continent into chaos. These men, though from different worlds, share a dangerous trait: a willingness to sacrifice peace for power. Their actions send tremors through the fabric of global stability, and with each decision, the specter of war looms closer. But the prophecy does not merely speak of their rise, it speaks of their fall. The Virgin Mary has revealed that one of these leaders will disappear. The circumstances of this disappearance remain shrouded in mystery, yet the consequences will be monumental. This event, rather than bringing relief, will create confusion and instability, power vacuums, unfulfilled ambitions, and the scramble for control will bring turmoil to a world already on edge. This revelation serves as a reminder: earthly power is fleeting. No ruler, no kingdom, no empire is beyond the reach of divine justice. Those who seek power for themselves, who lead through fear and oppression, will inevitably face their reckoning. But this is not a time for complacency. The faithful must remain vigilant, for in the wake of this leader's disappearance, the forces of darkness will not rest. Instead, they will seek new avenues to sow discord and destruction. Faced with such an apocalyptic vision, what can we do? The answer, given to Mirjana by the Blessed Virgin herself, is clear: prayer. The power of prayer is greater than any weapon, any army, any political maneuver. It is the bridge between humanity and divine intervention. In times of great peril, it is not the strength of the sword that determines victory, but the strength of faith. The Virgin Mary calls us to a profound spiritual battle. This is not a war fought with violence, but with the unwavering force of prayer, penance, and conversion. Each rosary prayed, each fast undertaken, each moment spent in communion with God is a strike against the forces of destruction. We are not powerless in this battle. Our faith is the armor that shields the world from the darkness that seeks to consume it. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to pray as we have never prayed before. Now is the time to heed the message of the Blessed Mother and stand as beacons of light in a world shrouded in uncertainty. History has shown that when the faithful unite in prayer, miracles happen. Wars have been averted, disasters mitigated, hearts converted. The Blessed Virgin's message through Mirjana is not one of hopelessness but of unwavering trust in the power of divine mercy. Though we stand at the edge of an abyss, though the world trembles beneath the weight of impending trials, we are called to remember this truth: God reigns. No force on earth, no scheme of man, no act of evil can withstand the might of the Lord. The triumph of good is not a question of possibility, it is a certainty. But we must play our part. Faith without action is empty. Prayer without belief is hollow. Now is the time to embrace our calling as warriors of light, as guardians of truth, as vessels of divine peace. We must not yield to fear. Fear is the weapon of the enemy, but faith is the fortress that no darkness can breach. The message of the Virgin Mary to Mirjana is a clarion call to the faithful. It is a warning, a prophecy, and most importantly, a call to action. We cannot remain idle. We cannot watch from the sidelines as the forces of darkness gather. We must stand, we must pray, we must believe. The world is at a crossroads, and each of us has a role to play. Will we surrender to the despair that threatens to overtake us? Or will we rise in faith, lifting our hearts in prayer and our voices in hope? The choice is ours. The time is now. Let us turn to the Blessed Mother. Let us heed her words, and let us unite as one people under the banner of Christ. For in him, through him, and with him, the victory is already won. Let us pray. Let us believe. Let us prevail.